In this adventure, we are taking the show on the road and going wheels up, headed to the central coast of California, an area I think is one of the most beautiful in the country. We're going to be on the lookout for rare birds and common birds and whales and seals and sea lions, and well, I think you get the idea. There's a lot to see here. So, let's go! All right, you join me today on the road from Monterey Bay, California. That is where I'm at. So I just got to my hotel. Flight was great. Very small flight out of DIA, direct to Monterey. I'm going to head out this afternoon to just go right here close by at Old Fisherman's Wharf. That is where I have a chance to see. There's been a rare sighting lately, so you know I'm in for a red-footed booby. So I'm going to go see if we can find that. No travel disasters, no flight cancellations, no rental car problems. Just everything's going good. So I know I just jinxed it, but that is the update for now. My friend Dan drove down from the nearby town of Salinas and joined me for this afternoon's adventure, and he insisted that we stop by Monterey Harbor first because some sea lions have kind of taken over the spot. They're a little smelly, but here, well, you can see. Check it out. After taking in the spectacle of the sea lions, we got back to the serious business of trying to track down this booby, the red-footed booby, which we had heard reports was out on one of the eastern piers, so we went that way. Rare bird alert. Ooh. As you can see here on the range map, sightings of the red-footed booby in California aren't completely unheard of, but they're far more common to be seen further out into the Pacific Rim and also further south along Mexico's western coast. After seeing the red-footed booby, we decided to call it an early night and try to go back into town to get some dinner, but along the way we did see some sea otters out in the harbor. What a view. This is the Carmel River that goes all the way up that way. And it forms this little lagoon here. And then eventually it goes down and drains into the ocean. So this is a known sort of birding hotspot, except this morning apparently. I'm only seeing pelicans and gulls. Nothing else too out of the ordinary, but there is that rocky sort of outcrop right out over there. So I'm gonna go walk down over there, see if there's anything over there. But still, really cool, crisp, misty, foggy kind of morning here. So, what a spot. What a cool spot. Some brown pelicans been around here, yeah. I sat here and took some photos of the brown pelicans flying in and out of this lagoon, but then something caught my eye right before I was about to walk off to that rocky section. I saw a large white bird fly in and land over near some geese. It definitely looked odd to me, so I decided to go over and investigate. Rare bird alert. Ooh. After photographing this unexpected Tundra Swan, the tide started to come in and started to chase what birds that were left off, so I decided to head back to my hotel, wipe my memory card to get ready for the afternoon excursion. The Elkhorn Slough was definitely one of the highlights of the trip. Shorebirds galore, located north of Monterey, along the coast near Moss Landing. The next morning I woke up and the weather had cleared out and I actually had some blue skies. It was the perfect chance to go further exploring up the coast of Monterey towards Pacific Grove. I started at Hopkins Marine Refuge and I was looking for a few last species that I was hoping to see that I hadn't seen yet. How's that for your morning view? Jeez. After seeing this sea otter, I continued further down the road to the furthest point I was going to go, which was Point Pinos. There, I did something I hadn't done in a long time. I put on a wide-angle lens and started taking some landscape shots of the beach and the area surrounding there. Because like I said, with the blue skies, it was just absolutely beautiful, and it was a great wrap-up to my morning. Ah yes, the whale watching trip, where I quickly realized how difficult it is to shoot photos with a long lens on a boat in the middle of the ocean that is rocking up and down in up to 4-foot swells. I realized pretty quickly that my strategy of just doing my best with my 200 to 600 millimeter lens was not going to work. So I ditched that and backed off and went a little wider and used my 50 to 400 millimeter lens and got some okay photos. They started getting a little bit better, but overall, I was pretty disappointed with how my shots turned out here. But here's what I got anyway. So, yeah, this is about all that really happened on the whale watching. We found these 2 humpback whales. It was a mom and a calf, and they were not really doing anything particularly interesting. They were just traveling. They weren't eating. They weren't with other whales. They were just going along, and so the boat followed along, and they would pop up, and then they would go back down, and then it was sort of anyone's guess whether they would come back up and where, and shooting was obviously very difficult, like I mentioned in the little intro. Overall, it was fine. I wanted to see whales, and I did. I just wish it would have made some better photos, but unfortunately, this outing, it did not. Hey, you guys think there's snakes here? There are snakes here. Oh, great. Yeah. Why, did you see them? No, but I just feel like this would be a snaky area. Oh, yeah, it's very snaky. Ugh. There's like 5 of them. Whatever they are. There's like 6 of them. I would assume those are vultures, right?
Well, the way to tell is the wings. If you see a little white tag on the wing.
Yeah, I can't see that far. There you go. Hey, oh, you got a glow-up stick. You got a glow stick.
In your shirt.
Yeah. Oh. At Pinnacles, we ended up hiking along the Balconies Trail, which leads through these caves that you're seeing in the video. And they were a little precarious, particularly for me because I didn't have any hiking shoes, but also for Dan's wife, Erica, who was navigating through the tight corners and crevices with a 15-month-old on her back in a backpack, and she made it through. It was pretty tremendous, actually. I thought it was going to be a disaster, but anyways, it was a beautiful hike, and as you can see here, the scenery is just amazing at this national park. We didn't actually end up seeing any California condors this time around, but we did see a bunch of turkey vultures, and a lot of people get the two species mixed up. As you can see in the graphic I'm putting up here, they do both look the same in appearance. However, the California condor is much larger. In fact, their wingspan is almost over 3 feet larger than the turkey vulture. But we didn't see any this time around, so maybe next time. All right, well, I think it's fitting that my last night here, we get a beautiful sunset right over the ocean as we cruise down Highway 1 back towards Monterey. And yeah, so that is going to be a wrap for the trip. And I mean, what can you say? It was amazing. I hope the video has conveyed just how beautiful and how much stuff I saw. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this Central Coast California adventure, and I can say we will definitely be back. And yeah, it was a great trip. So I am out of here back to Colorado tomorrow morning, and I am depressed about it. But yeah, it was a good trip. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon on a new one. Thanks for watching. Bye.